for example, we had a team which was completely stuck, and there were some feuds. And one of the things was that somebody was stuck in an emotion, and when the emotion changed, that was kind of propelled people inward.
If you think about TOC, what's your favorite example of an implementation? Because TOC, theory of constraints, sounds so theoretical, but it's actually very practical. But I'm always looking for great examples.
Well, I guess because we work with IT teams, no? And so, of course, I mean, they're great examples, and I guess you know some. Wolfram has done a great many. No, Goldratt has a lot of them. So everybody has examples from their own experience. So I guess it makes most sense to talk about our experience. And there's maybe two things I want to stress. So one thing is, of course, so when we work with IT teams, we often work with with a very low threshold. So it means we work with individual people. And it's often also about their personal kind of constraints, which propel them into something. So if we are able to help them, they have different conversations, connections with their team colleagues. They influence the whole system and the whole process. So the whole process runs more smoothly. So in a way, that's our favorite example, probably also because we just enjoy doing that. So at the moment, that's probably what we like most. If you see it more on a theoretical level, you could also say now that you have all these different levels where you can look at, like, so you have, for example, Donella Meadows, the person who also wrote the Club of Rome report, quite a few years ago. We said, what are the leverage points in a system where you can have most impact? And you can see that now sometimes a mindset might help. So, for example, we had a team which was completely stuck, and there were some feuds. And one of the things was that somebody was stuck in an emotion, and when the emotion changed, that was kind of propelled people inward. That's not a typical example for TOC, where you say no, we look, let's say, on the portfolio level for the project, and we see how we do that, and we identify it there. But yeah, what we have fun at is looking at just different levels. That, okay, so in this little system, so what are things which kind of create more energy and propel forward? Of course, you can look at different levels. So, and then it just depends on your kind of unit analysis or unit of, well, you don't really like to analyze much. It's more about observing and helping people, because yeah, analyzing often means that you're starting to separate the cognitive part from the doing part. And that often creates problems because often when we really enjoy doing stuff, the knowing and the doing are not far away. No, it's more like, as a mentor of mine says, he said, it's coming to resolution. So you know, now you feel it, this is the right thing. Even if it might go wrong, you would go like, okay, but this at this time, this is the right thing for me to do. And it wasn't because you made an Excel list with 37 different variables and then the list, and he said, this is how we did it. Often, now there's something else which says, no, knowing the whole context, knowing all the people, knowing myself, now knowing the situation right now, this is what we need to do. And it's often hard to exactly say what it is. Often you can give it a lot of reasons after that. But yeah, so I think, so you have different levels of doing it. For us, it's on this individual level, which scales on higher levels. But yeah, for the moment, we're looking at this level, so it's really easy for people to start and see the result.
So Vincent, we are already at an end of this interview. Thanks a lot for that. At the end, how do you help people? So how can people reach you, and what do you have to offer?
Well, yeah, we're do it together architecture. So what we do is we mainly work with IT organizations, and normally not larger than, like, let's say the team we work with, not larger than 65 people, or the unit can be then split in. So it's not, we're normally not really dealing with the whole organization, which sometimes BlueDolphin does, is that let's do large skills change and do the portfolio management for Telefonica. We don't do that. So we focus on smaller teams, and I guess the promise is similar, so that we probably also within a year or so we can also double the throughput of people with the same people. But we also do it with very, very light interventions, and I think that might be a bit of a distinction with some other approaches where we have a very light touch. So we're actually focusing on what people are already doing and helping them with that, instead of doing a long phase where people have to work for us so we then understand their system, and then we're going to tell them how they can do it better. I said, no, you already know your system. We don't know it. We don't want to know everything. We just want to know what you need to make a next step. And that seems to work pretty well. So what we do see, and that's also consistent with some people who do more in value network stuff or in really good coaching.
Thank you so much, Vincent. At the end, let's listen to Wolfram Müller, the founder of the BlueDolphin network, how he describes his network.
Okay, what is BlueDolphin? I think BlueDolphin is the first, and the really first worldwide community of people who want to do self-organized changes based on theory of constraint. Okay, and what is this? In the end, a theory of constraints is all about getting more output in a very short time without adding pressure to the people and additional resources. That's theory of constraints. And the self-organization part is coming to this point, even in huge organization, in a very, very fast way. And our aim as Dolphins is, of course, to share this knowledge and make it available to as many organizations as possible around the world. So our service is being a community, exchanging ideas, exchanging experience, and make this happen. There are friends of BlueDolphin, that's the smallest version. There you get invitations to our gatherings, you get a newsletter, you get coffee breaks, small information bites. And of course, you get all the support you need to get it started. And there's, of course, a paid membership. And if you are a paid member, then you get additionally service. You get access to the whole community, to the whole network of dolphins with all their experience and knowledge how to do it. There will be question and answer sessions. There will be coffee breaks, even more and better ones. There will be knowledge updates if someone learned something. And you get access to our whole body of knowledge. That's something around 2 gigabytes of data. It's books, it's PDFs, articles, it's small videos and useful links, and even Excel tools to get started right away. So you have access to the whole body of knowledge of the whole BlueDolphin network, and that's very valuable, by the way. And the third part, of course, and the third service is, if you want to really get started, sometimes you need to convince your boss, and we are helping in this. And sometimes it's a little better to have some guidance, some coaching through the BlueDolphin process to really get your success as fast as possible. And of course, we as BlueDolphin, we offer help in this. So we are a community from the beginning to the end, just to make you successful and your company. If you want to join, it's very easy. Just open browser, type in https://blue-dolphin.world, and there's a contact formula. Just get in contact, and you're welcome to swim with us in the ocean as a blue dolphin.